Habari za wakati mtazamaji wa JFF TV, ni siku nyingine tena ambayo hii leo tunakuletea mahojiano na kocha wa zamani wa klabu ya Simba Pablo Franco ambaye amekuja Tanzania kwa shughuli zake mwenyewe ambazo sisi hatujui. Kaja kwa ajili ya kutafuta timu, kaja kwa ajili ya kuifundisha timu, kaja kwa ajili ya kurudi Simba kwa ajili ya kuendeleza kibarua chake ambacho alikiacha mapema mwaka huu. Yote tutapata kujua katika interview hii ya leo, ambapo pia tutapata nafasi ya kusikiliza maoni yake kuhusiana na kujiuzuru kwa Babra CEO wa klabu ya Simba. Mimi naitwa Vizuri, nyuma ya kamera yupo Dida Solanko. Pamoja niseme endelea kufuatilia JFF TV, subscribe YouTube channel yetu ili uwe wa kwanza kupata habari mbalimbali za kimichezo. Twende pamoja kwenye mahojiano haya ili tuweze kujua mengi kuhusiana na Pablo Franco. Coach, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm good. I saw you. You are very happy in Tanzania.
I'm happy in Tanzania because I've been very happy in this country the 7 months I live here, and I'm spending now 3 weeks. And these 3 weeks I'm feeling the love and the warmth and the respect of the people here, and it's a wonderful country, so that's why I'm so happy.
Welcome Tanzania, welcome Dar es Salaam.
Asante sana.
Can we know what is your main aim of coming back to Tanzania?
No, I just came because of personal reasons. It has nothing to do with football. Of course, I'm a professional football coach, and in the meantime, I'm trying to take advantage and watch games. In this case, Assam and Simba, but I'm also watching from Spain the Tanzanian Premier League games, as I'm watching games from South Africa or Morocco or Egypt or countries in Asia or the Gulf or Europe. Wherever I've been working before, or wherever any team are contacting me, so this is what I need to do as a professional head coach. I need to be updated about rumors. I can't control anything, you know. I know how this country is, but I think this is part of my profession, and if you need to control yourself, the only way you can do it, to be just focused on your job as a coach, is not paying attention to these rumors or to what the people like to say in social media. So I don't care. I have to do my life. I want to go to a stadium and watch a game. I don't care about what people are going to say. This is something that I cannot control, so I'm not losing any time and energy on that.
Okay, thank you. But you have been in Tanzania for a while, since you started coaching Simba Sports Club until you left. What things that you have seen, especially in Tanzania and Premier League?
I think right now, like you are seeing also in World Cup, all around the world, teams are closer and closer. There's a good competition. It's difficult for all teams, even the top teams, to beat the other ones. Still is the same. This season it seems that Assam is also fighting for the first position. They are closer than last season when I reached here. Of course, everybody expects Yanga and Simba to keep dominating the league. So far, what I saw, the fields, even if they are not like Mkapa, but at least they are a little bit better than in the time I've been here. And in the end, it's more or less the same I lived last season. And I think still Tanzanian league has to keep developing, and I think they are doing, and they will do more and more. And I wish the best to all teams here, because you know, there's something special here in Tanzania Premier League, and it's that everybody who is supporting any team are doing because they really love their teams. There's real passion for the game, there's real passion for football. This is difficult to find nowadays all around the world, but still in Tanzania you keep it. So I think we do the job we do, and we try to play because of the fans. They are the most important thing of this game, and in Tanzania you have great fans, no matter Simba, Yanga, Assam, Dodoma, Gigi, Geita, Gold, but they are all passionate. So I think for them the league and the show must go on.
As you told us that there is only Simba, Young and Assam, that's only team which dominates the Tanzania Premier League. But how do you see the competition on other teams in NBC Premier League?
No, I think Singida also are doing well. I think they are going to be a strong team in the upcoming years. They are growing too much. And for the other teams, you know, there are always up and downs. Last season there were teams like Gaitagol, which played very good football. This year it's a little bit more difficult for them to stay in the upper part of the table, or the same as Namungo. They are still strong, but not enough to reach the first positions. And for the other teams, you see, even for teams, new teams like Kiev coming to the Premier League, they are not doing well, but suddenly they are beating Janga, so that's why I told you the league and the teams are closer and closer nowadays. And from there, everything can happen, and this is also nice for any league in the world or for any competition, that you can feel that anyone can beat anyone, and I think it makes it more interesting.
Okay, but and without looking anything, which player was the most interesting to you during your time as a Simba Sports Club coach?
I think, for example, if I have to talk about my players, I would be unfair if I just choose one player. You know, of course, I think starting from goalkeepers, even Manula, Beno, both did a great job. Probably in defense, Enoch Inonga was the one who performed better. I think the season he played last year was amazing. But also in the midfield, Jonas Nkude, I think he played such a good football, but also Sadio Kanute, the big games, he played really well. Morrison, when he was fit and available, I think was the most decisive player. It was a pity that Chama, that I'm seeing him playing so good this season, came with the injury in the knee, and he tried in the first games, he tried to push himself, but in the end he couldn't perform the way he used to perform, and that he's doing again. So, you know, I think many players, Papesako, of course, goal of the year in Africa. I think many players performing from the other teams. From Yanga, for me, of course, last season Mayele made the difference. I think now Simba has a good striker like Firi, also at the level, but still Mayele, I think last season was the key of Yanga and the league generally. I love also Faisal. I think Faisal Salum is a fantastic player. I like a lot, for example, Tepsi from Nasam, but you know, he's not playing that much. So things change every season in football, and I have good memories for many players, and that's why also I go to the stadiums and I'm coming here, because I need to be updated. I need to watch the players live, because you never know if you are going to train them in the future, or maybe you need to sign them for another club. So this is something that I need to do as well.
The day you agreed to break the contract with Simba Sports Club, what came to your mind in hurry?
No, I'm not here to talk about termination of the contract. You know, when you are terminating the contract, it's because there's something that is not right. Sometimes only from one side, sometimes from both sides. And you know, this is something that you must ask someone else, not just me. But I'm not here to remember things that doesn't make any sense. You know. I'm here because of personal issues, as I told you. I'm still a head coach. I'm still open to work in future here in Tanzania, because I love this country, and as I told you, everybody is treating me well, no matter if they are Yanga fans, Simba fans, Assam fans, Dodoma, Gigi, Gaitagol fans. I'm feeling their respect, and also I think that we didn't break the contract because of performance issues. Everybody knows that I think I overperformed with the team. Everybody knows that Simba squad last season was weak, that I took the team in a very bad moment, that we did our best until we could, that even with that we performed in CAF at a huge level. And we didn't have probably the players to perform that way. We were about to qualify at least for semi-final, but you know, VAR didn't work well because we considered an offside goal, otherwise we could be in the semi-final. We faced a tough opponent like Orlando. We put them and forced them to play to their limits. I'm proud of that and the performance of the team. We won Mapendusi Cup, we fought in the league. At Encapa, we were the best team at home in the competition, the third best team in Africa, all around Africa. We only conceded one draw against Yanga. We won all the games there, even with a better squad this season. They cannot say like that. So I think the achievements are there, and we only failed when we had to play away games with no time for preparation, traveling, playing every 3 days with many injuries, not even options to complete a 20 list. It was tough, but we tried our best, and we did what we could. And I'm really happy and really proud of the job we did. Not only me, my staff, also the players, because they did their best, and I think they improved, and I think the memories are there, and everybody knows the kind of performance I can get with teams. But sometimes in football, some people think that it's better to make decisions not only based on performing, but on their own interests, and this is something that you cannot control as a coach.
How difficult was it for you to leave Simba? How did the players react after you told them that you were leaving?
No, this is a question for the players, but when I went and said goodbye to players, I think most of them were sad. I'm not going to tell you that all of them, because this is football. You have to manage 30 people, all of them want to play, only 11 can play, or 16 at the most if you count the substitutions in second half. But anyway, I felt their respect. I still in touch with many of them, so I think they appreciate, because not only they learn something from me that it's important as a coach, but especially they felt that I tried to be fair, that I tried to pay attention to all of them, not just be focused on some of them. I respected all of them. I treated them very well as real persons, not just as a football players. And I think the story is there. And when I went to Encapa 2 days ago and I met them, I felt that love, and they were really happy to see me. And I really appreciate also the treat of the people in the management, the people in the staff, the new head coach, because they even opened the doors of their dressing room. They invited me to go there in halftime. So that means that they are also great people, and that they, even in a moment of the competition, they let me in when there's a private space, you know, and a private moment. So I really appreciate, and I have to thank all of them.
Thank you. Naam, mtazamaji, hayo ni kwa kifupi kwa namna ambavyo kocha Pablo Franco ameweza kueleza jinsi ambavyo alijisikia namna alivyokuwa anaondoka katika klabu ya Simba. Lakini lengo kubwa la Watanzania wengi kwa sasa ni kutaka kujua namna gani, ni kwa nini amerejea Tanzania. Kulikuwa na kitu gani? Amekupa sababu. Labda sasa tuende moja kwa moja tuweze kutuambia kwa namna ambavyo alivyofika katika uwanja wa Azam Complex kule Chamazi na uwanja wa Benjamin Mkapa hapo juzi kwenye mechi ya Simba dhidi ya Eagles FC. Coach, we saw you at the match between Azam FC and the Coast Union. There was a rumor that we are going to Azam FC. Means to be a coach of Azam FC. Then the other day you appeared at the match between Simba Sports Club and the Eagles FC, and there was rumors that you are returning to Simba. Tell us the truth of those rumors. Is there anything behind those rumors? Or
And if I go yesterday to watch Yanga's game, there could be rumors that I'm going to coach Yangas in this country. And I already told you in the first question you asked me, I cannot control rumors. I'm not doing this because of professional intentions, because this trip was not related to that. But of course, I'm a professional coach. I'm open to receive any offers. And this is not about just Assam or Simba. There are more teams in Tanzania, good teams that I could coach in Africa, in Europe, in Asia, in the Gulf, in America. So I cannot control the rumors. I already told you I didn't have the intention of signing for these teams now, but in the near future I'm open to listen to offers from all around the world, and from there I will decide what's the best for my future, for my career, and for my family.
Babra has written a letter for resignation. Do you think Simba without Babra will have any gaps in the Simba team?
I think clubs are always over any person. Simba is over the board members, the president, the CEO, the coach, the players. You know, here the important thing is Simba. From there, the only thing I can tell you is the same I already told Barbara, that I wish her the best, that I know she's going to succeed wherever she goes, because she has the capacity, she has the ambition, she has the knowledge. So from there, wherever she goes, I'm sure that she's going to do a good job. I think she did a great job with Simba, especially in the marketing area, or the area related to all business and development of the club, and I think for sure Simba will miss her.
Do you think that what kind of CEO Simba needs?
I don't know, and this is not a question for me. This is a question for the board members, the chairman, the owner of the club. I'm a coach. If I'm coaching Simba again, or Janga, or Assam, then you can ask me for the kind of players I need, like I did last season when I said I needed for the winter market a concrete position, and I didn't get it, but this is not a question for me.
But this time, there is any team need you, which need you, and what is your decision? Do you want to still be coach another team in Tanzania or in any other country in Africa?
I need to find for the best option for my career and for my family, as I told you. So from there, sometimes you cannot choose. If you tell me I would like to go back to Real Madrid and coach Real Madrid again, you know, that would be perfect. But in life, most of the times you cannot choose. You find something, and then from there you have to say if it's okay or it's not okay. I had many opportunities. I could have been working right now. I have many approaches from Morocco, from South Africa, from Guinea, from Sudan, even from Tanzania, but I thought it was not the right time. Now I'm in a good moment with my family. My family is the priority right now. If I have any offer, I will think of it. From there I will decide if I go for it or if I continue rejecting offers as so far. And in the meantime, as a coach, what I'm doing is to preparing myself. You know, when you are coaching, you don't have time to get more knowledge. You only share what you already have. When you stop, the good thing, or at least for me, the good thing is that as a coach you can learn more things, and I think that now I'm better coach than before, because I'm making the most of my time in Spain, watching football, watching trainings, talking to top coaches, analyzing, reading, in fact studying, and I think I have more tools right now, and when the next opportunity comes, I will succeed as always.
Have you ever received any offer from Azam FC?
No.
About Simba?
No, I didn't receive any offer, and I'm going to tell you more. For me, it's a matter also of respect. I think they have coaches. Juma is doing great. In Assam, the assistant coach is taking care, and he's winning all games. So I think there's no reason for them to change. I understand that, but also from my side, when there's a coach, as I'm a coach as well, I put myself in his position, and I would never approach a team asking for a job when there's a coach working for these teams. So I respect a lot these kind of things, and I think this is the normal thing. When a coach is sacked, maybe at that time, if a team is approaching me, okay, we can start talking and having negotiations. In the meantime, I can tell you, they didn't call me, I didn't call them, but if they call me right now having a coach, I would say, hey, this is not a good moment to talk. You don't have a coach, the coach already is gone, then you can call me and then we will discuss.
And how about Simba and Juma Mgunda?
I already told you he's doing a great job. He's coming from Coastal Union, he's getting good results. What I saw the other day is that he's such a nice guy. He's very polite, he was very respectful, he opened me the doors of his dressing room, and for me this is something that has a lot of value. So I wish him the best. I wish him to win all titles as with Simba as many as possible, you know, and if not in Simba, because you know coaches are not forever in the same team, for his future, because he deserves.
Thank you. When you look at that Simba Sports Club team, do you think they need which kind of player?
Again, this is not a question for me. I'm not right now in Simba. If you ask me last season, I already gave my reports to the board and to the CEO in winter. Also in summer, before I departure, I give them my idea. I share my ideas with them many times about what Simba needed. I think this season at least they got some of the players we needed or I wanted for last season. Now it's something for someone else, and to be honest, I think I don't have to get into these questions, because it would be a lack of respect for the professionals who are there, and they already know what they need.
But how can you advise them?
The same, it would be a lack of respect, and I think they already know what to do. You know, I'm not here to give advice to anyone. We are all coaches. We all have knowledge. We all have the tools and abilities, and I'm sure that they, with their abilities, with their tools, with their capacity, with their knowledge of the players, of the context of the competition, they are going to try to make the most.
Do you think they can do good things? They can make an history on this time?
The real thing is that Simba are not reaching semi-final for over 20 years, so I think easy. It's not going to be easy, you know, that's for sure. It's going to be difficult. They can do it. I hope so. I wish them the best in the competition. From there, you cannot talk about what's going to happen in future, because nobody knows, and we don't even know about the group stage. We don't know about the rivals. It's not the same if you have a good group or if you have a tough group with two top teams. Imagine that in the same group you have Al Ahly and you have, I don't know, for example, let's say one of the South African teams, Mamelodi Sundowns. Then how are you going to qualify? It's going to be almost impossible, you know. So I think right now it's impossible to predict anything.
Thank you very much, coach. Mtazamaji, huyo ni kocha Pablo Franco. Huyu ni kocha wa zamani wa klabu ya Simba ambaye aliwahi kupita kabla hajaja Zolani, lakini sasa hivi yupo Juma Mgunda anaongoza kikosi cha Simba. Yeye ni kocha ambaye amekuja Tanzania, amesema mwenyewe kwamba kwa issue zake binafsi ambazo mimi na wewe hatuwezi kujua ni issue za aina gani, ila cha kujua na kufahamu ni kwamba amekuja kwa ajili ya issue zake mwenyewe. Coach, thank you very much for your time, but welcome back to Tanzania.
Asante sana marafiki.
We are welcoming you back in Tanzania Premier League.
Thank you so much. I hope to see you again.
Thank you sana.
Asante.
Salam kwa wa Tanzania.
As always, I said last season after every game, and I have the same feeling when I'm coming here. I have to thank all of them for their support, for their love, for their respect. This is probably the place I felt more loved and more respect, and I appreciate so much, and that's why I also love the country, and I love all of you, and I wish you the best for your lives and a lot of success.
Asante sana. Asante sana. Na mtazamaji, huyo ni kocha Pablo Franco ambaye ametupa madini ya kutosha katika soka la Tanzania, lakini kwa upande wake namna ambavyo amekuja Tanzania kwa ajili ya issue zake na mambo yake mwenyewe binafsi. Niliyekuletea interview hii au mahojiano haya, mimi naitwa Messi Eliud, nyuma ya kamera yupo Didasi Walang. J5 TV tupo mahali popote, sehemu yoyote, kukujuza yale yote ya kimichezo yanayoendelea. Nikutakie wakati mwema, endelea kuwa nasi.